Is it just me, or is everybody in the world turning vegan?
No, it's just you. Only half of 1% of the world is vegan right now.
Probably half of the people I know are actually considering or talking about veganism.
Where on earth do you live? I would love to live in an area where half the people I know are considering veganism.
It's become like a religion.
Oh god, let's see how he spins veganism into a religion.
People are actually trying to recruit. If you see a vegan, now I think the reason it spread so fast is because vegans talk about, they want to convince you, like a Christian or a Mormon would want to convince you their religion is right and you have to join them.
So, trying to convince someone of something is what constitutes religion now. So, someone who's trying to convince people of a scientific theory is actually pushing religion.
Veganism is like a religion, it's like a cult.
Okay, so he provided zero evidence about being a religion, and now he's saying it's a cult. I'll just assume he also has zero evidence for that. You may be rather new to the world of making arguments, but usually when you make an argument, you have to have evidence behind it.
People don't even actually know the foundations of it or anything.
More baseless assertions.
Veganism is not a good diet. It is unsustainable for the earth, for one.
In what way is it unsustainable? It's been proven that it is more sustainable. It could feed more mouths. And in terms of it being a bad diet, what evidence is there for that? You know, there's a reason I never talk about the health side of veganism. I find it boring as hell.
It will never work. What if it's based on basically soya, tofu?
No, you're completely wrong. I've been vegan for 4 years and vegetarian since birth. I've had tofu once in my life and I've had soy 4 times. In what world are vegans basing their diet off of soy and tofu entirely? Just for 1 second, give it a thought. Everything that grows out of the ground, everything that grows off of a tree, that's what vegans can eat. So where did this notion that we only eat soy and tofu come from?
What if there is a plague or some sort of famine that wipes out all the crop? Because it can happen, it does happen. It's happened with the sweet corn, it's happened with bananas. I mean, those type of plants have gone extinct. I think carrots, it happened as well. Because a certain pathogen affected the crop. There was no cure. No pesticide could save it, so the crop eventually just got wiped out.
So your argument here is don't go vegan on the slight off chance that one of the crops will become extinct. Veganism debunked.
Now, if that does happen to soya, everyone dies.
Yeah, if soy becomes extinct, everyone dies. That would assume that 100% of the world would eat soy only. Like, what planet do you live on?
So the world going vegan would never work. I don't think,
Yeah, that's part of the problem here.
for one, vegans, they say they want everyone to be vegan, but they actually don't.
Yep, he's got us figured out, guys. We say we want everyone to go vegan, and we act in a way that's emblematic of that, but secretly we don't at all.
Because what would happen to all the animals now? There's millions of animals, farm animals, cows, chickens, goats. What would happen to them?
Consider this analogy for a second. When people slowly, one by one, stop buying something like CDs, over time, over decades, the supply of CDs in stores goes down. Now, try to stay with me here. That is the same thing that will happen with animals. The supplier of the animals will see that there's less of a demand for them, and he will lessen his supply. This is something you would learn in an economics class in high school.
I mean, if people stopped eating them, they would just be living somewhere. No one's going to look after them. All the farms and the agriculture and the abattoirs looked after them.
So once the animal industry collapses, there will be a small enough amount where they can be either in farm sanctuaries or be released successfully.
But now, no one's going to look after them. So what in the world will happen to those animals? If any vegan can answer me these questions, please do.
God, I mean, I'm not nearly the best vegan for answering these questions. I focus on the morality side, not really on the environment or health side. But even I can tell you, your arguments against veganism are in the caveman stage.
They'll probably say, "Oh, we'll care for them, we'll look after them." No, there's not enough resources. It costs millions to look after these animals, and you have to have some profit at the end of it. Otherwise, they're all gone. If you say, "Oh, we'll let them die and then sacrifice, no one will eat them," or we'll just let these guys go, then you don't really care. There is no answer for it.
God, finally that's the end of the video. This guy completely killed my mood for today with this dull fucking video. Bunch of pragmatic arguments showing that he has no idea what he's talking about. Some advice to you, man. Sit down for about an hour or so, rethink veganism, then maybe make a new video with stronger arguments. Not that it matters really, because there's no successful argument against veganism, so in the end, the highest tier argument and the lowest tier argument might as well be the same thing, but at least high tier arguments excite me. Anyways, that's all for today.